Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Chris Quiloe, streaming from Mexico. Not Mexico City, but from Querétaro. So, welcome. I just entered immediately after finishing the premiere, and we are my lot. We have artificial light here, and natural light is coming on this side, but let's see if I can get and find my link in my videos or something like that. If not, I will just keep talking until it appears. I have here my phone where I can more or less check what's going on. Okay, but you saw me showing a little bit of this gorilla, and the surprise is that the gorilla is a little bit more advanced this time. So I'm going to put this close to the screen so you can see this guy. Mountains, antelope, I mean, all that is ready. A little bit of the foliage here. And what else? The fur. A little bit on these icy mountains. A little bit here of the rear. A steel meese. Very dark colors here. And of course, I still miss the acrylics here. I'm doing an experiment here, because I'm upstairs. I'm on my real studio, bedroom studio. So I have my door closed. My dad, he is kind of sleeping, but supposedly sleeping. He woke up early to go and see the Formula One race, and big surprise. I know. So good morning. Sorry for not being able to say hello, but now I have. With my two others. Got me this as a Christmas present. No, Christmas present. What am I thinking about Christmas? I have no idea. But he got me this, and I will try and use them with fairly easy. So what am I going to be doing here live for more than 30 minutes? I have a lot of things to do today. So I'm going to work with with the area of the belly and the area of the rear leg. And probably the rest, the foliage, the trees and all that will be off camera. So what I normally do here is building layers. I'm trying to think how to express this properly and how to accommodate this so you can get to see with enough light, and I can also get to see the chat. So I work with layers, and I build layers hair by hair, not really because the ink is there. But anyway, just start with browns, grays, and things like that. Then I go, oh no, this one is blue, so let me take it away. Then I normally will use these 3 colors. I'll use the Derwent Artist Gunmetal Gray, the Prism Warm Gray to a 70%, and I'm testing this Lyra Rembrandt Polycolor. This is the black one. So that's what I normally do. I never ever sharpen the Prismacolors to a fine point, otherwise they can break easily. So there you go. Hello Beth, good morning. How are you doing? So let me just confirm that I'm here in the chat live as well. Not for a long time because I'm not sure if my streaming is like flowing or is cutting. I'm not close to the modem right now because, as I mentioned before, my dad was supposed to use the office where his television is, and well, there you go. No streaming of the race, no streaming of the Formula One race. So I couldn't set up the studio downstairs, so I had to improvise upstairs. But anyway, normally when I color, I'm not that chatty because I'm making decisions, you know. So it's like going into the right side of the brain, not the left, and not thinking thoroughly. That's why I make a lot of pauses. I noticed that in the pre-recorded videos. I kind of stop talking. But well, if you can tolerate that, no big deal. Okay, and I'll probably be silent so you can listen to all the birds singing outside. Dawn is breaking. A name. Not really, Beth. I normally don't name the animals that I color, but you're welcome to suggest names, of course. That would be cool. And then I also have to because I don't consider it mine, you know. I do, but if it's in a coloring book, it's not my art. Just wait until the cuckoo comes. There's kind of a pair of doves that live in the area, and they come and say good morning. They drive my cats crazy, of course. I'm going to get this closer to the camera so you can get to see how this is building. Most of the gray coat is covered by the mountain, so that's why the gorilla is looking like a plain gorilla and not a silverback gorilla. Okay. I locked my cats outside because they were trying to step on the table. This is too fragile to move on yet. Okay, let me go and show you this camera. the area that I'm building. Lots of patience. Yes. My student on Wednesday was like really desperate. I think, oh, but this takes so long. I say, yes, color pencil takes long. If you're going to work 100% color pencil, you just have to be very patient. Now I'm using a wax marker, peel off. So there you go. Yes, Marty, I agree. Is a shared talent, is not my own drawing. So that's why I don't feel okay with signing my name. But I'll try to put the dates. That's what I'll try to do. So in the future, if I have like memory problems or something like that, then I'll just remember when I colored this. Some people are real artists in coloring books. I have one of my favorites, Chris Sheng. She is amazing in coloring. She has 2.5 hour, 3-hour tutorials. You can find her on the internet. Another one, her name is Lori. Her channel is Color My World. She's also really talented, and she's got nice tips for using coloring pencils, pastels, markers, gouache. So she's also very, very talented. So remember her name, Lori, and her channel is Color My World. She's coming back to action after a pause. She lost her husband, as far as I remember. So when you have a hit like that, you just need some time off. And I'm trying who I follow who is really good at coloring. I'll have to tell you maybe later. Let me just see if, just by chance, I can remember some people. But my tablet is not good for this right now because it's the camera. It's here. And, oh, I'm in another channel. That's why. I go nuts. I have 4 channels, guys. I have 4 YouTube channels. One is for anonymous comments. So that one I'm not going to mention. Another one, it's for my cats. But I don't have a lot of videos there. So I just have some, and it's mostly not to gain subscribers, but it's just to have memories of my cats. I have 3. One I lost in 2021. It's there, beautiful gray cat. And I have the other 2 here, of course, the other 2 cats, and they are having their videos there. Then I have Miss G's Bits and Pieces, that is for crazy stuff. That one I can show you here. And when I say crazy stuff, it's really crazy stuff. Let me see if I can find, no, I can find my own channel here. That's fun. I have there in that channel, I publish things with spirographs, with marble figures, marbles, marble runs. So something really crazy. This is the one that I wanted to show you, but it'll be later. And then I have this one that is the main coloring drawing channel. So all of them are active in a certain way. So this is another girl that I follow. Julie's passion for coloring. She's really good. She's in the Netherlands, and you can get to see tutorials of more than 1 hour, so she's really good. Let me go and find Lori's channel. These are the people that I'm recommending. Okay, so this is Lori from Color My World, and this is a recent video. She's really good. She even developed like 2 years ago, I think, color set Star Joy, 120 colors. So she was the artist that helped develop this. Let me see who else. And most of these channels definitely need more subscribers, including mine. It took me like 1 month to break through the barrier of 380. Yes! But still very far away from monetizing. Very, very far away. Watching hours, subscribers, and there is a guy here on YouTube that lets people know how much money people on YouTube make. And you can go and ask for requests, like, can you tell me about this channel? How much do they make? So you can request any channel, you'll get a surprise. Only if you're in the millions or more than 100,000, but especially in the millions, only in those figures you can really get money from YouTube. If not, you will just get, how much? $60 a month. So making a life as a YouTuber, not that easy anymore. And with so many channels that are having similar content, is even more difficult. So there's another look. This belly is ready. Okay, ready so far. I guess maybe I can just go back and say, maybe I can just add a little bit more of a dark color there. So I'm going to move to the rear leg. Do the same very softly. This is a gray color. The doves are not here, and they are normally early. I have Nico downstairs, Nico the cat, just on his window perch, literally watching cat TV, because I have a tree here. Well, it's a little bit to the side. So the birds come and just hang out there, if we can say that. And they come and they know that my cats are at the window, and they get close and say, yeah, you're there. Yeah, you're gonna touch me. Yeah. So there you go. Hello, Gina. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time you're watching. Okay. Have a busy day today. I have not finished grading. It's 2 more weeks before the term finishes, so right now everything is going crazy. Lots of projects. I still miss to evaluate some oral production videos of my students today, so it's gonna be a little bit busy. Then I have one of my cousins coming, and well, you name it. She's landing at midday at the local airport. So I'm going to go and meet her there around that time. She is bringing a package for my dad and for me. She is coming from Houston. Not a direct flight, but with stopovers. Hi, Stacey May. Good morning. Welcome. So she's coming. She's having stopovers. She's coming Houston, Monterrey, that is a city in the north, and then Monterrey, Querétaro, and then she's taking a bus here, and she's going to go to her hometown. But at the airport, we're going to meet. She's going to give me this package because she sent me a message like a month ago. Home office for my company in Houston. So I'm going to be here like 3 more weeks. Do you need something from, I don't know what she mentioned, but the only thing that I understood that it was an art warehouse. And I was like, oh, yes, please bring me some open stop Prismacolor. I need white and black and some of the other colors that are going out of production. And she was like, yeah, sure, I can do that. And they are also bringing some kind of gifts to my dad. So something related to the American football teams that he likes. I'm not sure if he likes any other team than the Steelers, but if they're going to bring any memorabilia, because my cousin, he's a permanent resident and citizen in the USA, and his base is in Houston, and he's getting married next month. I won't be able to go because he's married in Spain. And exactly the day he's marrying, I have a final exam. So I won't be able to fly to the wedding. But I'll probably be able to ask him to help me out with certain things if I need to get something from the US, because my cousin, she travels often. They work in the same company. And he's going to be stationed there for at least a year without traveling. So his new wife can get, I don't know what is first. You can tell me, guys, if it's first the residence and then the citizenship. But I think that's what they are aiming for. But my cousin, she will travel often, so probably arrange for her to meet me. So a very good friend offered to take me today to the airport so I can memorize a road. So I'm not good. I'm good at following maps, but when it's time to go to a new place alone is not necessarily a good idea. And recently, it's very, very sad to say this, but recently there had been cases all around Mexico of women who have been driving alone, going to new places, and they vanish. The cars then they are found later on in different locations, but the girls, the women, because it doesn't really discriminate the age, they just vanish, they disappear. So I just didn't want to drive alone. I was asking my brother-in-law, but unfortunately I think he's got something to do. So this friend, this colleague at school, he told me, I can take you. I can take you, wait for you there, and I can take you back home. Yes, Marty, is so scary. Different cases. The recent one was last week. A girl, she took her car. She was going for a job interview, and she disappeared in a toll highway, and that's the most ridicule thing ever, because there are cameras in that highway. I used that highway for 17 years, the same exits, everything, and I was of course driving alone. And when I heard the news last week, I was like, oh my god, she disappeared in the same area I normally exited this highway to go home. So I don't know, maybe she was being followed, or maybe she stopped somewhere and asked for directions, and that's how they spot people. But this was not a problem, not a serious problem before, you know, but now it is. And I cannot just go and say, oh yeah, I'm going to take my dad. My dad is, he's 87, so it'd probably be a good idea, but he's not there like a bodyguard, right? So it's really scary how the country is becoming more and more and more unsafe for women, especially. It's sad, but it's a reality. And I'm not saying that men are not necessarily victims of violence or robbery or whatever, because they are. But the aggression is more for women, any age. My Facebook timeline sometimes is filled with, have you seen this woman? Have you seen this girl? Have you seen this lady, 40 or older? They disappeared, blah, 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 and they give you everything and they ask for information. Sometimes they are found, sometimes they are not. The authorities are not doing their jobs, and I'm so sorry I say this publicly. I might get banned or my video will have a restriction, but they are not doing their job. Yes, Marty, but the situation in certain countries like this one feels a little bit more desperate. Families, relatives of these girls who disappear, they literally go and close highways, roads. A lot of scandal hits social media. Sometimes they're very lucky to recover the girls or the women. Those girls, death. Sad to say, but death. I suppose you can hear the plane. It's taking off. I'm like trying to think. I'm trying to think how Okay. I'm back. I don't know if you can see me now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Hello, Brenda. Welcome. I was there in the middle of saying, but here I am. Ooh, that was a scare beat. Okay, and we are close to 32 minutes here. Yeah, probably going to be there like 15 minutes more. I don't know if this is going to show in the replay. I hope not. But here we are. Okay. By the way, Miriam is having a recorded video. Her family is visiting from Argentina, as far as I understood. So she's not going to be live next. She's going to have a video. I think it's going to be also pre-recorded. So hopefully you'll be able to watch her and give some thumb ups, not only to her, but to me. Share my channel, subscribe, tell your friends. Okay. Yes, I was talking about the situation of women, girls, teenagers. Teenagers. I also have to mention something about that. Well, there was a challenge in TikTok that I heard, and a lot of parents were also warned. And this challenge that these teenager girls were stupidly doing was to disappear for 48 hours. And if they became popular in social media, they would later appear. Like, oh, nothing happened, I'm here. So you can imagine parents going crazy, mothers crying, and these teenagers just hiding at the friend's house or the boyfriend's house or something like that, and just being so ridiculous. There were some cases also of teenagers with domestic violence that also took the same decision. I'm going to disappear. I'm going to make my family worry so they can value me more or something like that. And unfortunately, I mean, we are talking about Mexico being a country that really doesn't have a lot of resources for locating people. So they could be using resources that a real person who was kidnapped or something could be using. So, well, those little angels are having fun doing that. Oh, well, Marty, I don't have any kids. I mean, I'm around 50 years old. But you cannot imagine what they would have suffered if they had even tried that. No way. No, no, no. It would be just a disaster. But anyway, that's what's going on. Well, you know, Brenda, now that there's so, I don't know. I don't know if you have noticed this too. There's a lot of mental illness going around, especially after the pandemic. I don't know what happened to people. And I really hope I really don't fall into that category. But literally, there are people who are in their 40s, 30s, and they are behaving like teenagers. And I was told by my coordinator, if you are able to go and listen to the replay. In the last minutes, I have kind of a rant of what's going on in my job. But I was told by my coordinator that I should be really like tolerate everything of my students because they are at university, but their mental age is 14, 15. And I'm like, what? They are at university. They are not secondary school. They are not high school. They are not kids. They have to learn to be responsible. But I blame the lockdowns. I blame the mental thing that happened, the terror that happened during the pandemic. And I cannot say why, because definitely this video will not be approved by YouTube. But my opinions are so strong on the pandemic and everything that happened there. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. If not, I will lose subscribers and I will lose a lot of things. So no. But certainly, there's a lot of mental illness going around, and people think that now that it's very fashionable, very trendy to go and disappear for 48 hours and be famous for 40 hours while they find you. But anyway, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I was 9 years old when I escaped my house because I didn't want to go to a dentist checkout. Well, my escaping lasted 1 block because one of my aunts found me. I mean, she lived in the other block and I was walking down there. And I was just found 15 minutes after. So, and you can imagine how I was scolded and punished. I never wanted to do that again. So I learned the lesson. And that was so fun. I still remember that, and it was so fun. But anyway, that was my escaping adventure. And I ended up in the dentist having my braces revised. So nothing helped. All right. Yes. Yes, Marty, I can also see that. I saw that. We got here a very, very good doctor because we still don't know. One test came positive, 2 came negative. So we really don't know what happened. If it was really COVID or not. But my dad suffered a little bit from brain fog. I suffered it for probably a week while I was recovering. And then my doctor said, you needed to go and take these omega pills with, the fish oil and all those things. I cannot. I'm going to show you what I'm taking. And she also recommended vitamin B every day, twice a day for a month, and now it's just once a day. And sunlight, of course. So we are, both my dad and I were doing this. Okay, let me check my timing. All right. So I've been on for 45 minutes, guys. So what do you think? What do you think? How is this gorilla looking? I hope you like it. It's been a really, really good experiment here in this book. This one is coming. This turtle is coming. I'm already looking for the reference, my color reference, so I can start painting this one. In the pre-recorded video that I'm going to have this probably Wednesday, I'm going to be pre-recording. Sorry, got my voice affected by something. I'm going to start this guy. Okay. If you want to name this guy, go ahead. Okay. Beth, if you're still here, if you want to name this guy, go ahead. I'm going to post a photo on Facebook, on the update on Instagram. And this one's coming. These other guys, the others, I need to finish them. So I'll also try to do that. And I'll still be testing my pastels. I'll be testing my pastels soon with any of these two. I probably won't have a decent video because it would be too much. But it can be this guy, or it can be this other guy. So you can vote on the community page. Which one would you like to be done only with pastels? Combining this set and let me just grab them. And these ones. So you're welcome to vote using the community page. And to finish up, let me just show you what I'm taking. That was for memory. And this is what I'm taking. The doTERRA complex. Really good. I love it. Okay. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you for coming. I'm going to stop this video here. Just going to put my paper to protect the bats. And don't forget to subscribe, share, write comments on this video. What else you would like to see? I have some other ideas coming. I will go back to the alebrijes soon. Okay. I haven't been feeling really okay to go and paint with acrylic, but I'll try to finish them off next month. Okay. So thank you very much. Have a nice Sunday and see you around. Take care.